What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We have another case to unbox and review to see if you should spend your hard-earned money on this case. And today, as you can see, we have a Casetify case. Now, these are becoming super popular. I know a lot of people that have them, they swear by them, they are protective, all this and all that, but we're gonna really unbox this and see if they are that great. Now, just on the box, you can see here that we have 6.6 feet drop protection. We do have the Magsafe version and pocket friendly. I don't really know exactly what that means. We did not get the one that has the stand out of the camera guard, but that's okay. If you did want me to take a look at that, I could get that one as well, and then we can unbox and see if that one is any better. But I'm pretty sure it is going to have the same amount of protection and everything else. That is just the one little thing that is different. All right, so let's get right into the unboxing. At the top here, you can see you just have to get your finger in there, which is an extremely tight fit. All right, pop those flaps. That should just pull out, which it does. I'm gonna go ahead and put the box to the side since we don't need that anymore. There's a little like film on this, so we're gonna go ahead and pull that off. All right, let's go ahead and take this phone out of the box. That is one, I don't know if you guys can see how crazy that pattern is there, but my gosh, that is hard on the eyes. All right, so here we go. We have the case out now. As we turn it over, you have this case was made for you. It was green. You got this little thing that holds it in, I guess, or a little tag. Let's just rip that off. I thought this was going to be some statement saying that they were green or something along those lines, but nope, it's just a regular piece of paper. And then on the inside, we have another peel. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's quickly run down the case. So on the top here, you have a little lanyard hole. Now I'll zoom in on that so you guys can see in case it's a little dark. Then you have your power button and Siri button. And then on this case, we have the camera button cut out. This one is a little bit different than the two other cases I reviewed. There's kind of an indent here. I'll zoom in and I'll especially do it when I have the phone in the case, but that's pretty nice. I feel like that's gonna help because this case is thicker than some of the slim cases. You're gonna need that to kind of be able to get your finger and your skin. And on the other side, you have your function button and your two volume rocker buttons. These are just connected via a little bit of plastic. They're not like fully integrated in. So I'm not always the biggest fan of that, but we'll see, how I feel about it after I put it on. Oh, here is a little green statement. Recycling phone cases since 2021. So maybe that was for, the green, little statement that they had. Then on the back, obviously you can see you have your MagSafe connection point and your camera bump with their Casetify lettering. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments about, two wordings there. I feel like they could have gotten away with one, but let me know down below what you guys think. Now it is raised, as you can see, so that's going to give your camera protection, but we'll double check to make sure that it is above the actual camera sensor lines. Want to make sure of that. Now there is no real noticeable drop protection like we had in the mouse cases where you had the green, but the corners are pretty bulky, as you can see. So, and it does say 6.6 feet of drop protection. So that is really good. And I think it is military grade. I'll put that up on the screen just to make sure from their website, but I will double check that. Let's just check the bend, not much bend at all. These sides, we'll check it when the phone is in, but these things do not move. This case is super sturdy. All right, let's get the phone in the case, pop in the bottom, pop in the top, and there we go. It is on. I mean, this thing ain't moving. As you can see, I'm like really pulling out with my fingers to see if there's any give here, and there is none at all. So that's great to see. Very sturdy, very quality case. I can feel the back. It does have like a texture to it. So it's not just flat, and it is grippier, which is super nice. I can feel it on my thumbs and on the back here. You can kind of see it's almost like a skateboard texture. So that's great. Big fan of that so far. Let's double check the camera. And yes, there is just a little bit of overlap there, up there, maybe a millimeter or so. You're going to get protection. And then obviously you have your side protection, which on the mouse ultra thin case or super slim case, it didn't have, but this is obviously meant for way more protection for somebody that's going to be dropping it or really wants that extra protection. So glad you have a little bit here. And just from like pretending I'm going to be typing or touching or, you know, whatever, it's not hindering my finger movements at all. On the bottom, you can see we have perfect cutouts for the speaker and charger. They are pretty deep, so if you have a wider charging cable, you know, that might be a problem, might not fit, but any standard iPhone cable that comes in the box is going to fit in there, so you're not gonna have to worry about that. Alrighty, so let's get into the camera button here. As I said, you know, it is indented into that, so, but my finger does kind of fit pretty nicely in there. I don't really feel a problem swiping because of that indentation. If it wasn't there, this would be a much bigger problem than it is. But yeah, I feel like I can get there. I can take a picture easily. I can swipe. I can, you know, get the double tap to be able to get into different settings, as you can see there. Really not a problem at all. I think it absolutely doesn't hinder the ability to use the camera button. I think it is still better than the mouse limitless 6.0 case that I did, where they just had the giant cutout of the entire case, where that actually made it hard to find the button itself. So not bad. Casetify, I think, did a really good job on this one, giving some more space, and they thought it out. I do still need to check to see, you know, of a case that has the actual, you know, sapphire button on the top, but I'll do that very soon. I have them in my office and I will do the review on that shortly. Other than that, I think we can give this case probably an 8.1. I'm going to give it a little bit of docking on the price. It is $72, which is extremely expensive. You know, the mouse case was far less than that for higher drop protection, and I felt like it just felt a little bit better in the hand. Obviously, I do think this camera button is better than the mouse limitless camera cutout, but then these little buttons here where they're not actually, you know, full buttons, but they do work, but it does let stuff in there, dirt, dust, you know, finger oil, anything like that. You're going to be getting things in there. So I wish that would have been fully sealed. I don't mind the back. I think the back is great. The camera lip is good. Branding, it is what it is, and it is MagSafe. We'll go ahead and, you know, MagSafe test this, and that is the most sturdy MagSafe we have had. So we're going to give some points on that as well. You know, we'll actually, bump that up to an 8.3 because of the MagSafe. So 8.3. Texture is great. Feel is good. Look, a little bit off on the look. It looks a bit, you know, industrial. It's meant to protect, but, you know, the old, you know, big case vibes where, you know, you only bought it so you could throw it or anything. I feel like now cases with protection can have styling. This doesn't necessarily have that, but as a simple all-around case that's going to get the job done on a daily basis, this you cannot go wrong with. So there is the review of the Casetify MagSafe iPhone 16 Pro Max case in black. Let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.